Hey, good morning, church. I pray all is well with you this Friday morning as we get ready to study God's Word. We'll be studying out of Proverbs chapter 10 today. And I'll just let you know that from Proverbs 10 through several chapters, in fact, it really runs up to around chapter 24, we have just some real practical statements. You'll just see kind of these short thoughts or almost sentences throughout with different thoughts, and it's good instructions. It's very practical for almost everything you face in life. You'll find a proverb through this section that applies to that situation and what's going on, and it helps kind of with practical living. I've always thought of this section as, how you sit around and listen to. I love listening to older people that have just these words of wisdom and thoughts and phrases that they say. And that's the way I picture this, is just some words of wisdom that are coming to us in these short sentences, statements, phrases. Here's an example. In chapter 10, verse number 26, one of the ones we're going to look at, the chapter we're looking at, it says this. Verse number 26 says, "As vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes." So all of us know what it's like to have smoke in your eyes, and it burns and hurts and stuff. Now, I've not drank vinegar, but it's relating the taste of vinegar. If you ever just picked up some vinegar and drank it, saying, "As vinegar is to teeth and smoke to the eyes, so is the lazy man to those who send him." So if you've ever hired somebody and they didn't do a very good job, they were lazy, well, it's almost like having smoke in your eyes. And so that's what I'm saying. There's these real practical things through it. And so just read these and just kind of ponder on each one of these thoughts. Now, I want to point out just a few that kind of stood out as some of my favorite ones. And I'm going to start in verse number 18. I'm going to go 18, 17, and 16. So I'm just going to run through these three verses, but I'm going to go backwards. Verse number 18, it says, "Whoever hides hatred has lying lips." I've often worried that people think that hatred and having hatred in your heart is okay before God. He actually says here that if you have hatred, it's the same as having a lying lips. And then he says, "And whoever spreads slander is a fool." Whenever you go around talking slanderous to somebody, God's word says that's a fool. Um, Verse number 17 says this: "He who keeps instruction is in the way of life." If you keep instruction. And then listen to this: "But he who refuses correction goes astray." Folks, we all need people to correct us in life as we're walking. I love the way that we have set up as a church, how we have these elders and they give me guidance and direction. And if I'm going off course, they help guide me back. And you've got to be somebody that loves hearing the correction and helping you along the way. And that's what God's word says. If you refuse correction, you go astray. And so you need people that help guide you through this path. Verse number 16, "The labor of the righteous leads to life, but the wages of wicked to sin." And then I wanted to point out what I think might be my favorite one, and it's verse number 12. It says this: "Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all sin." That is a beautiful, beautiful verse. Why? Because God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. See, love covers all sin. Beautiful verse there in number 12. Hey, I hope you enjoy reading Proverbs 10 today. Hey, a quick announcement. We, as the elders, have made a decision that we are going to not have service on Sunday morning due to really all of the COVID cases in Arkansas. I think today we had 12,000 new cases in Arkansas, but also we as a church have several people and families that have COVID. And so out of protection and caution for the body, we're going to pause for a meeting together. I'm still going to be presenting a lesson Sunday morning, so I encourage you to gather your family around, and watch us on Facebook Live, as we'll still be having church. We're just going to be doing it virtually. Uh, anyway, so you be safe. Take care. God bless. And hey, by the way, be praying for all the families in our church. We got a lot that are sick, so just be praying for each other. And you have a great day.